Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we're going to show you a really cool technique with circles. So circles are such a simple thing that you can use on a scrapbooking page or a card layout, but here's a fun little trick to make a circle into a square. So here we go. All right, so today we have our Close to My Heart die cutting and embossing machine here. I just want to show you the settings I have it on. I'm going to be using it on our 0 tension, and we're going to have it on our die cutting because we're going to use our die cuts. And just a reminder, you kind of open these. We have our handle inside of our tray here, and there's a little lever that's unlocked. Stick that on, and then it's ready to go. So today we are going to be using our circle thin cuts. So I'm just going to pull those out here. We've got our basic circles here, and I'm going to pull out our sangria here. So I just took out a few small pieces. I really like the sangria because the back and the front are completely opposite, so you can really see the change. Whoops, I turned them both over. There we go. You can really see the difference in those. So we are going to grab out our cutting mat. We don't need the platform for this, or the adapter, I mean. We need the platform. And we're going to just cut out a circle, and we'll go from there. So you saw our quick and easy cleanup there, and we have our circles here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab out my cutter, my paper cutter here. And I am going to switch out my cutting blade for my score blade. So I've got my score blade in here. And what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to score this at 1/4 of an inch. I accidentally scored it at 1/2 inch, so just ignore that one. Ignore it for now. So we're going to do 1/2 inch, rotate. 1/4 of an inch, that's what I meant, haha. 1/4 of an inch. You can kind of line it up with the score line that's right there. So it kind of, you see it lines up. And that last one like that. And so once those are scored, we can take like something like our paper crafting tool. This is actually on the flash sale right now, so go get it while supplies last. We can bend all of those in. And we have now just made a circle into this really awesome design of a square. And what's really nice about our two-tone paper is you get that cool design as well. So note with this, because this is the way that we cut the circle and then we did it like this, the color that we actually cut the circle on, which was the lighter side, is not going to show. If you want the side that you cut on to show, so we cut this on the darker side of the sangria, you've got to flip it. So how I figured out what kind of a circle to make this is I took this to the bottom of my Versamat right here. And I kind of looked at it and I went, okay, so this circle is 2.5 inches, right? So if I want to make a nice square, this is going to go there, meets there, meets there, meets there. That's not going to work. So let's move a little bit further. So this has to be done at like 3/8. So let's try it at 3/8. It's kind of a little bit of a guessing game. There has to be some kind of formula to it. I'm just not sure of it. That's how I do it. So it's about 3/8. So I'm going to do that, 3/8, and then I'm going to turn it. And every time I turn it, I'm going to just try to line it up to that line and see how that lines up at 3/8. And I'm kind of looking at the top score line, checking, and it always comes out to like that 3/8. Checking. And once again, that worked. And remember, we want to go the opposite of the wrong way, quote unquote. It always looks like it's the wrong way. Once again, we get that really cool square. So, and I'm just gonna make sure that the same sides are out on either one. There we go. So we get that really cool square. So then you can use these for your design. So you can actually like have a circle, have the squares, everything like that. It's just a really cool element that kind of enhances your pages a little, and it also gives you a little dimension. You can actually put some foam tape here so it looks like it's a square that's opening up at you, which I really, really love this idea and technique. So I showed you how to do this now with our thin cut like this, but I also want to show you how to do it on Cricut Design Space. So another way to do this if you don't have a bone folder or a score blade is you can always just try and fold down each corner of your circle. Might not be as precise as using an actual bone folder or something like that, but if you're careful about it and try to stay in the shape of a square, you can also get that same effect. All right, so today we're gonna start with a blank canvas, and we're gonna go to our shapes, and we are going to add in a circle. So I've got this circle here, and I wanna also use a square. However, the problem with the square is I only want an outline of the square. So I'm actually gonna delete that, sorry. And we're going to go to open-ended square. So I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to take these two. Oops, I'm going to actually take one. I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. So I have two squares like this. And then I'm going to align them center like this. And I'm going to make sure that they are actually right next to each other. So they're attached. I'm going to now attach them. And I'm going to unlock it and make it a 2x2 at the very top here. So now we have a 2x2 square. Ain't that nice? Okay, so I'm pretty sure Operation Basic Cut, I want to make this score. So I've now changed that circle into a score circle. But I want to make sure that the circle actually fits in my circle here. So they're both 2 inches at this point, which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a 2x2 circle here. No. Yes, I'm going to keep a 2x2 circle there. I'm going to just expand out my circle here a little bit, and it's kind of a figuring out game. We gotta kind of, I just changed the color so you can see it a little bit better, and we gotta kind of figure out how we're gonna get this to be nice and scored. So we've got the circle in there. So that actually ended up working out. See how we have that circle kind of together? So now I'm gonna highlight everything. I'm gonna go to Align, and we are going to Center. And see how that shifted that circle over a little bit? Now I'm going to group these together, and I'm also going to attach them. So now, when we go to make it, we have to go for any material, continue, and that is all together. So we've got that score and that cut. Now, I can also take this, copy and paste it, and once we figure that out once, we can keep changing the dimensions of it, yet we still have that nice scored line. So just wanted to give you another easy way to do this, and yeah, another way to make circles. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Remember, there are so many amazing deals out right now as well. Our flash sale is actually still going on. It ends tonight, our time, at 1:59 a.m. So make sure that you go and check out all the amazing things. I know that we grabbed some really cool stuff from it, so we're excited about it. Also, our Hope and Kindness goes until the end of June. We have our acrylic shapes for our VIPs that go until the end of this month. We also have National Scrapbooking Month, which ends this month. And there are a few other things up there. So, the We Remember, right?
Yes.
So there's another We Remember special. So go check all that out. If you go to our website, adelveobizer.closetomyheart.com, it is under promotions. So you'll see everything right there listed. So we've got some really cool things there. And yeah, I guess that's everything, right?
I think so.
All right. We hope you enjoyed this Technique Tuesday, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye. Once we can keep, oops, I made that a little too small.